Morning, guys. So today's Monday, chemotherapy day, and right now I'm eating. I'm explain why that is so important, besides the obvious, and what I'm doing about it as I go through this challenge. Okay, so let's get to the video. Hey, so I'm back from the hospital, and today's video is going to be different than the intro, and I'm going to keep the intro because this is part of the process. I went to the hospital and they had moved my appointment. To my mind, when you make a repeating appointment, it's going to be the same time, same day every week. And I don't know what is going on with the system, but I keep getting, I don't know if I've had the same appointments every week, 2 weeks running out of 4 appointments. So to their credit, they do send email reminders. But again, in my mind, if you say this is your standing appointment, then I go. And so I got up this morning and did all my routine, and I went to the hospital and was told, you know, your appointment's tomorrow. And I was like, well, my appointments are on Monday. And they said, well, it's Martin Luther King, and the appointment was moved to Tuesday. I don't remember being told about that. I don't remember hearing anything about it. This is not a really big problem at all. I live 5 minutes from the hospital. But the whole point of this video is to say that when you are challenged in life, when something comes along, you have to be able to extract the lesson from it. And I will tell you right now, I'm struggling to do that, but that is the point. And sometimes the opportunities are a chance to leap ahead, and sometimes the opportunities are to see where you are. And I'm certainly seeing where I am right now. I'm definitely stressed. You know, what do you have to do to correct the problem? I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I don't have to correct the problem. It's not my fault. I didn't make the schedule. Why do I have to double check their work? All of which, while being maybe true, is pointless. It's pointless. We are, at the end of the day, we're the ones that are taking care of ourselves. We're the ones that are choosing how we respond to anything. I began this video about discipline, all right? And in the case, the way the video is going to play out in my mind was that discipline would be about getting that consistency in. I consider that, consistency always trumps intensity. So if you can get consistency in, you will make progress toward any goal. If you get intensity in and you really rail at it, but only so often, then you're going to progress slower towards your goal and maybe even derail yourself. So that was going to be the thrust of this video. But now I'm seeing that discipline also has to do with how you interact, not only with other people, but with yourself and to adverse circumstances. When circumstances come up, large or small, that are just not to your liking, some days you're going to react really kind of calmly. You're going to have your Zen on and you're going to say, yeah, no big deal. Let me see what I can do to expedite and make sure that this doesn't happen again. And other days you're going to be kind of at your wit's end. And in the middle of that, my camera died. My phone died. So apparently today is that kind of day. Yeah, so that happened. And I guess the point I'm trying to make, if the universe will let me make it, is that, as I just said to a friend of mine over a text message, we don't always get to choose our curriculum. What I mean by that is, I'm not one of those kind of people that believes everything happens for a reason. I believe things happen and then we decide what we are going to use them for, what purpose we are going to use them. And apparently, things are happening today that have to do with showing me very, very clearly how little reserves I have left. And that really says to me, I need to be able to take care of myself better. And the hardest thing for me is to walk that line between discipline and self-hate, for lack of a better word. My kind of problem with discipline is I can never find that middle ground. I'm either on, or I just like F everything and I'm just gonna do what I want, and if I get something done, fine, and if I don't, fine also. And I can feel that part is kind of in ascendancy right now due to the fact that I'm frustrated. So it does kind of dovetail, I guess, with the beginning of this video. I need to redefine how I see discipline, because I can feel it right now choking me. I feel like if I take the reins off of it, I feel like I'm just going to go the other way, and all the things that I really want to do, between now and the end of this, chemotherapy run, I won't have done, and that's happened to me before. So I'm kind of feeling in this boxed in, no-win situation, and that's frustration as well. I will deal with this scheduling snafu from the hospital and from my own responsibility for it. And I will try to find a way to not just slough off the rest of tonight, to get a few things done at least. To me, I've realized that my big challenge is to redefine discipline, where it's not something that is an all or nothing proposition. It's something that has heart to it. The word discipline comes from the word disciple. You're only a disciple of something because you choose to be, because your heart is in it. So I've made a conflict where I want to be a disciple of service, of helping people feel better, of putting my own personal message out in the world and just seeing if it holds value for anybody. But I've conflicted that with this, and you gotta, and holding myself to some kind of high standard. And it's not working for me, as you can tell. So as I said before, you don't get to choose your curriculum, and obviously my curriculum for today's changed, and I'm gonna have to really cowboy up to it. But part of doing that is this video. For me doing that is this video. I did not want to make this video. I wanted to just say screw it, because I'm upset, I'm frustrated, and I'm only 5 weeks in. And I need to get a hold of the reins. I got a long journey ahead of me. And there's the real dichotomy, because even though it is a long journey ahead of me, I'm old enough to know, believe me, I'm old enough to know that time is going to go really fast. And I'm going to be looking back on this one day from I don't know where, but from where is starting here, today, and with everything I'm doing. So I'm going to take a deep breath, or 100, and try to really rein in the frustration levels. Maybe get a little meditation in, do some breathing exercises, and try to be as gentle with myself as I can, but try to not just throw everything off to the side and watch YouTube for 4, 5, 6 hours before I go to bed, because that's just not productive. And it's really what I want to do right now, believe me. Anyway, so the lesson for today, surprisingly enough, discipline and self-love. I did not see that one coming. But that is what it is. It's very clear to me that discipline without self-love is self-hate, and self-love without discipline is chaos, is laziness, and actually another form of self-hate, because if you don't love yourself enough to treat yourself good, to treat yourself right, so as weak and as non-specific as the term serve is, it's the only one I can use right now. I am just here to serve, and if I can make anybody's day a little brighter by illustrating not only my successes but my failures as well, then I'll have done something worth doing. So I wish you guys the best, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, bye.